The best road bike for 2020. Serious, but affordable carbon and steel bicycles. 1. Specialized ROUBAIX Sport. The most comfortable race bike and hence, for many riders, the best. Specifications. Frame, FACT10R carbon. Groupset, Shimano 105/11 speed. Wheels, DTR 470 disc. Finishing kit, specialized. Reasons to buy. Suspension-enabled frame. Durable components. Disc brakes. Reasons to avoid. Spec is a bit stingy for the price. Named after the infamously grueling Paris to ROUBAIX challenge, this intelligent road bike features the marque's new Future Shock 1.5 cartridge, which gives a staggering 20 mm of vertical stem and bar movement to soak up bumps. It's also now better integrated into the seat post for a smarter look. The frame and headset are chunky, but it doesn't feel like a particularly heavy bike, and those oversized elements are only put in place to house the clever suspension system. Although discreet, there's a noticeable difference in the way the handlebars and stem miraculously iron over imperfections in the road, while the squishy seat post makes arduously long sportives slightly less painful. The addition of tried and tested DTR 470 wheels means it remains a fast ride, and that FACT10R frame is stiff and pointy, nicely transferring power through the wheels. Of course, those with bicycle spider senses will likely argue that the additional damping affects power transfer and handling, but we struggle to find those flaws. Also, the Shimano 105 gearing and brakes is a bit stingy for a bike at this price point, but you're really paying for that brilliantly clever frame. In our humble opinion, it's a race bike that doesn't punish the spine, wrists and arse like its carbon fiber brethren. And that's a very good thing. 2. PINNACLE ARKOSE R2. Best cheap road bike, not for the purists, but an incredible bargain. Specifications. Frame, alloy. Groupset, Shimano 105/11 speed. Wheels, WTB Saint finishing kit, Pinnacle. Although this hardy steel frame started life as an all-out gravel bike, Pinnacle have revised the recipe, so it now has full compatibility for various wheel sizes, rear axle and Di2 cable gearing options, plus internal F+R dynamo light routing. A super versatile all-rounder, the ARKOSE R2 will suit anyone who likes to subject their bike to punishment or have an all-weather commute that requires something hardier than a flimsy carbon show pony. Solid Shimano gearing, comfortable riding position, chunky tires and a skinny aluminium frame all come part and parcel with this highly affordable machine. Plus, this is a 2019 run-out model, meaning it can be snapped up with some very healthy discounts. 3-4 Canyon specialized TARMAC DISC SPORT. One of the fastest and most reliable road bikes around. Specifications. Frame, carbon, groupset, Shimano Ultegra 105/11 wheels, speed, Reynolds AR58 Swiss R470 finishing kit, Canyon finishing kit, Shimano and specialized. Reasons to buy. Sharp as a tack, excellent great frame, power transfer, durable components, cruises like a missile, disc brakes. Reasons to avoid. Firm ride, basic wheels and groupset not for the price. Tastes. Okay, Canyon's so you'll have to bust the 2,000 pound budget here, sharp but that's smart investment buys some of the best frame technology found in the cycling geometry with a full carbon integrated carbon fiber jet levels of on-road performance. For improved straight lines, Shimano's inspiring greater downhill 1000 drivetrain, yet it manages to remain comfortable enough for longer rides. Collection. The US filters it down into something Tarmac lineup for 2019 and 2020, doing away with some of the more basic models are present, as well as some of the entry-level levers on the planet with improved feathering those powerful disc brakes enough to more performance-oriented frame geometry while minor adjustments are made possible straight out of high levels of control and feedback. Built for lengthy sportives. The front and rear rim profiles have also been cleverly devised for aerodynamically efficient high-speed cycling, pro spec race ready 58mm x 19mm at the front and a wider 62mm x 21mm Reynolds AR58 carbon unit at the back, funneling air across the frame's sharp profile for a direct, effortless ride. Side winds can be a pain, mind. Canyon's H36 integrated cockpit is now famous in cycling circles, as its 400 grams mass helps to keep overall bike heft down to just 7.83 kilograms, and it's just as slippery as the rest of the setup. But its shape means there are only a couple of grip positions, forcing the rider to adopt a full-on tucked-up riding style. On top of this, bike computer users will have to buy a special out-front mount in order to use them. Alas, these are minor gripes and issues that hardcore riders won't even consider. Cannon's CFSL 8.0 is an absolute weapon. 4. Specialized Tarmac Disc Sport. One of the fastest and most reliable road bikes around. Specifications: frame, carbon. Groupset, Shimano 105/11 speed. Wheels, DT Swiss R 470. Finishing kit, Shimano and Specialized. Reasons to buy: excellent frame. Durable components. Disc brakes. Reasons to avoid: basic wheels and groupset for the price. Okay, so you'll have to bust the £2,000 budget here, but that smart investment buys some of the best frame technology found in the cycling game. Specialized's Fact 9R carbon fiber construction is light and stiff for improved straight line speed and inspiring greater downhill confidence, yet it manages to remain comfortable enough for longer rides. The US-based company has refreshed its Tarmac lineup for 2019 and 2020, doing away with some of the more basic models. This means that even the entry-level disc sport comes with improved rims, powerful disc brakes and a more performance-oriented frame geometry than previous iterations. Straight out of the box, this bike is built for lengthy sportives and heavy training usage, but with a little more tweaking and outlay, it can easily transform into a pro-spec race-ready piece of kit. 5. Ridley Noah Ultegra. Best carbon fiber road bike under £3,000, now nearly sold out. Specifications: frame, carbon. Groupset, Shimano Ultegra 11 speed. Wheels, Forza RC31. Finishing kit, Forza, FSA, Vittoria. Reasons to buy: beautifully styled. Mix-use bike. Fast enough for racing. Reasons to avoid: heavier than other carbon bikes. It's called Noah. You've probably noticed that a couple of Tour de France podium finishers have been riding Ridley last year, not least Thomas de Gent and his awesome Ridley Helium SLX. This build isn't quite up there with the pro-spec model, but it is far more affordable and can be used for a variety of cycling styles. The hardier carbon layup makes it good for weekend racing, as well as the daily commute. The downside is weight, as this will feel slightly heavier than some of the more performance-focused bikes out there, but it will be barely noticeable to most regular riders. The use of Shimano 105 and Ultegra is top-notch, as it keeps cost down, but ensures super smooth gear changes with the added bonus of tried and tested reliability. Cannon ROADLITE CF 8.0. Best road bike for urban commuting. Specifications: frame, carbon. Groupset, Shimano Ultegra 11 speed. Wheels, DT Swiss E1800 Spline DB. Finishing kit, Cannon, Tektro, Shimano. Reasons to buy: great riding position for city traffic. Feels comfortable and sturdy, but also nimble and quick. Reasons to avoid: okay, strictly speaking it's not a road bike. Cannon is the German meister of packing as much bike as possible into as small a price and box as possible. Their mail-order packaging is a masterclass in ruthless German efficiency when it comes to use of space, allied to speed and ease of setup. Now, the more astute among you will have noted that there's something rather odd about this road bike, and that's because technically it isn't one. It's what is called a fitness bike. However, that is a very stupid and uncatchy name for what is essentially a road bike with flat pedals and flat bars. And it is fantastisch, as the Germans say. For riding in town, I literally can't think of anything better than this bike. The riding position, forgiving frame and physics saddle give you great awareness and comfort, but when you need to put the hammer down, it will accelerate in a way that is not unlike a road bike. You get so much stuff here for £1,799 outlay. As well as very well-judged geometry, you get a carbon frame, Shimano Ultegra components, disc brakes and a DT Swiss E1800 wheelset that's built to be speedy yet highly durable. Shipping is also included in the price and takes under a week. Cannon has ridiculously exacting standards for the component sourcing and manufacture of its bikes and even employs Bluetooth torque wrenches in its factory in Koblenz. 7. VITUS ZX1 CRS road bike. Super stiff carbon pocket rocket. Specifications. Frame, T700 carbon. Groupset, Shimano Ultegra R8000. Wheels, Prime Black Edition 50 carbon. Finishing kit, VITUS. Reasons to buy. Borderline Pro spec. Super stiff. Nice rims. Reasons to avoid. Hopefully it's in the sale soon. If you're after a ride that screams professionalism by incorporating an almost unhealthy amount of carbon fiber, this seriously slippery customer could well be the steed for you. VITUS launched its original ZX1 models back in 1991, when it wasn't owned by Wiggle, and wowed the world with the first one-piece carbon monk oak frame to hit the market. Things have changed a bit since then, but the latest ZX1 and this unashamedly carbon road weapon is about as slippery as things get. It's also crammed with the latest drivetrain tech. It looks good enough to go up against the Pro Piloton and sports some powerful disc brakes for an additional tech bonus, but you will have to pay the price for this. Stick with us though, because you'll often find this sort of thing sports massive reductions in a couple of months' time, putting it well within budget for most. 8. Cannondale SUPERSIX EVO 105. Best VFM road bike frame. Specifications. Frame, carbon. Groupset, Shimano 105/11 speed. Wheels, Mavic Axiom. Finishing kit, Cell Royal and Cannondale. Reasons to buy. Sharpest ride around. Plenty of racing pedigree. Reasons to avoid. Not the sexiest to behold. The SUPERSIX EVO has long been the go-to brand for the UK cyclist who wants to blend serious lightweight performance with a price tag that doesn't require re-mortgaging the house. This year's model has been tweaked ever so slightly with a new colorway and a slightly lighter and more aerodynamic frame, but the same excellent riding experience is still present and very correct. The entry-level model discussed here might not be finished with bags of aero touches and lightweight components, but the money goes towards that excellent frame, which boasts one of the best handling experiences on the market. It's a beautifully reliable bike that will handle a variety of levels of riding, from the occasional sportive to regular racing. It's also a template that can easily be improved upon down the line with a few mods. 9. Giant DEFY ADVANCED 3. A super comfortable frame that scrimps a little on the components. Specifications. Frame, carbon composite. Groupset, Shimano Tiagra 11 speed. Wheels, Giant SR2 disc. Finishing kit, Giant. Reasons to buy. Disc brakes as standard. A handsome machine. Durable. Reasons to avoid. Iffy Tiagra Groupset. Giant is often credited with leading the way in terms of creating long-lasting, comfortable and great value road bikes, and its DEFY range is a great entry point to the brand. This model is built with endurance and comfort in mind, so perhaps isn't as racy as others mentioned on this list, but flattened seat stays and a specially designed seat post are added to decrease road vibrations and keep the dreaded numb arse syndrome at bay for longer. Powerful disc brakes are also thrown into the mix as standard, which is particularly impressive given this bike comes in at £1,599. These offer extra peace of mind in poor weather, even if they can be a bit of a faff to service. On top of this, Giant throws in some clever aero-style rims that feature bespoke tires and do away with tubes, reducing the chances of flats and increasing enjoyment out on the open road. Giant's finishing kit is also solid and will last years of heavy cycling before it gives up the ghost. Only Shimano's entry-ish level Tiagra Groupset lets the package down. More discerning riders may find it can prove lazy to shift and a little unreliable compared to more expensive offerings. 10. VITUS VITESSE EVO CR. Stripped back, slick and solidly built. Specifications. Frame, carbon T700. Groupset, Shimano 105R7000. Wheels, Prime. Finishing kit, Zip, Prime, and VITUS. Reasons to buy. Reliable hack. Lightweight. Very agile. Reasons to avoid. So stealth, it blends into the background. A few years back, online mega sports retailer Wiggle resurrected the French bicycle marque, VITUS. It's been inexorably improving its affordable, but really rather good carbon racers ever since. The EVO CR road bike is a stripped-back version of what the professional VITUS outfit hop on when they go racing, which means it includes an ultra-honed carbon frame with a finishing kit that keeps the cost down. What remains is an extremely reliable machine that only packs components that its makers know will last the toughest sportives, most demanding weekend rides or the punishing daily commute. It competes on price and features with the likes of Specialized and Giant but delivers extra niceties, such as the ultra-reliable Shimano 105 ROUBAIX, for example. It also looks rather understated compared to the rivals on this page, but that's no bad thing. This is a solid investment that feels light and agile out on the open road, yet somehow manages to also possess tank-like levels of build quality.